Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. This is the love reading for June 2019 for the sign of Pisces. Alright, so I just was trying to do a live stream tonight, but it just wasn't working out with the equipment and everything. But just so you know, I am working on live streaming some of these videos, and I'm trying to get it set up so that the new moon readings on June 3rd are going to be all live streamed. Hopefully, so we'll see. But in the meantime, how you doing, my lovely Pisces? How y'all doing? I love Pisces. Both, like I say, I always tell people, both my parents were Pisces. I was raised around Pisces energy my whole life. I'm a Sagittarius, but I love Pisces energy. So creative, intuitive, fun-loving. I don't know. I have a good time with Pisces. My Mars is in Pisces, so maybe that helps. But anyway, I have a soft spot for you guys. Alright, so I hope you guys are doing alright. We're going to pull 2 cards for you. See what your love life is doing with these 2 cards. It's going to be a card for you and your person. Now, both you and your person can resonate with both cards or either cards. But I like to pull 2 just to see what the 2 forces are. For this month, June 2019, for our lovely Pisces. All right, give me 2 cards. My lovely angels, give me 2 cards. Help our Pisces understand what kind of romance energy they're dealing with this June. All right, show me. Show me. Here we go. All right, Pisces. Here we go. Your first card out the gate. Passion. Love it. Passion. All right. Oh, hang on a second. I think I got to put my flash on. Hang on. Hopefully that's better. Okay, here we go. You can see the card now. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. All right. This is awesome. An awesome card. A beautiful card. I love this one. What's the world without passion, right? And it's safe for you to love. Interestingly enough, Capricorn just got this card as well. So it's safe for you to love and passion. Are you feeling passionate, my lovely Pisces? Is that what's going on? And new love is at the bottom of the deck. So some of you guys got a new person stirring your romantic feelings, huh? Is that what's going on? Wow. I love passion. And I was just going to say, Pisces can be very passionate people, too. You know, I find a lot of the water signs are very passionate, you know. In a lot of ways, much more passionate than fire signs, who are just impetuous sometimes. Nevertheless, let's get your cards out, Pisces. Oh, this is exciting. Let's see. And it's safe for you to love again. So somebody coming in. Someone who's safe. Someone who's good for you. I hope so. Let's see. Please give me a clear reading for our lovely Pisces. Do their love life this month of June. Give me signs. Give me affirmations and warnings. Energies that they might be dealing with. People around them and for them. Whatever kind of journey they're on. Give me a clear picture so I can help my lovely Pisces. Brothers and sisters out there. So they can be and achieve their highest good this month in June in love. Which ultimately is what it's all about, right? It's all about love, really. Even when you're not involved, it's because you're kind of making a conscious effort not to be. Or if you're not involved with somebody and you want to be, then you're making a conscious effort to be in love. You know, it seems like every waking moment we have, a lot of our thoughts are tangents of thinking about love. Whether we have it, whether we want it, how do we keep it, how do we get it, right? Give me a clear picture for our lovely Pisces. Show me. Let's give it one more shuffle. All right, Pisces, show me. Whoa. Flew out. I'm not taking it, though. Give me a clear picture. Let's pull your 9 cards, Pisces. See what's going on for you. Oh, deck's upside down. There you go. First card out the deck, Temperance. Sagittarius energy. All right, Temperance. 14, number 14 in Major Arcana. 6 of Swords, moving away, right? Departure. You're leaving, journeying towards a more harmonious land. Ace of Swords, you got a message coming in of victory. Ace of Swords. All 3 of these cards came up recently for the recent readings. King of Wands, you got a passionate person out there. And Queen of Wands, right at the center. Wow. So is this your person? Is this your partner? Interestingly enough, I see this as you, Queen of Wands at the center. Empress energy on the right. Wow, look at that, Pisces. You're really feeling yourself this month, aren't you? 10 of Swords. You're done with the old. You've killed the old personality, making way for the new. And there's the 9, Hermit. Of course. Of course, you've gone into your shell, haven't you? And 15, the Devil. Wow, what a very, very interesting reading. We're going to get right into it, Pisces. Wow, and at the bottom of the deck, Hanged Man. Hanged Man. So, Hanged Man, number 12. The second 2, right? The first 2 being the Empress. Not the Empress, I'm sorry, the High Priestess. The Empress is 3. The High Priestess is the first 2 in the Major Arcana. She is... 2s are all about balance, control, patience. A lot of patience, right? 2s talk about a lot of patience, enduring, waiting until your time is right. The High Priestess waits until somebody comes and gets her attention, right? She doesn't kind of throw it out there. The Hanged Man is waiting until something grabs his attention. So whereas the High Priestess will not help anyone unless they come forward and ask for it, the Hanged Man is not willing to change until he's found something that he loves or is willing to change for. However, it's interesting that he would come up being the 2. All right, what you got? You got 4, 10, 9, 15, 3, 6. Right? So there's a lot of different energies going on, but you got King and Queens at the center of Pisces. You've met your match, right? You have met your match. Is there someone else there? There's an Empress there. Is that you, or are you the Queen of Wands? Let's get into it, okay? So Temperance is the first card out the gate. Temperance being 14. The first 4 is the Emperor. He is the leader of men on earth. Temperance, she is the leader of the self. She's the next 4, the evolved 4. It just carries on through, right? Temperance is the leader of self, so she doesn't have dominion over man, but having dominion over yourself, tempering yourself, knowing yourself, understanding yourself. Temperance talks about stability, having internal stability due to work, insight, right? Balancing all parts of yourself. So your Temperance right now coming out the gate means that's what you're doing right now. That's what you need to be doing, at least, Pisces. But I think it's more so you're finding yourself in that space, right? You're feeling kind of very good. You're feeling like you are the master of yourself right now. You're in the process of leaving a certain social group. It could be a relationship. I feel like it might be a social group that you're leaving, right? 6 of Swords. 6 is being a journey towards harmony, right? 3 parts to the journey: the departure, realizing you need to make the journey. So the departure, the beginning of the journey, and the journey itself. Here's the departure. You're ready to leave. You've had enough, right? So this could be talking about a relationship. It could also be talking about a social circle. I feel like this is more to do with a social circle that you've been involved with. Perhaps it could be a job. But it could be a social circle right now. You're kind of like in the middle of kind of changing and moving away from your normal scene. You have Ace of Swords coming in. That's kind of a message of victory, right? So if you've been dealing with something where you've kind of been battling away with someone or a person, right? An entity, whatever, you're going to get a message coming in that's going to basically vindicate you. It's going to remind you that you did the right thing. You were on the side of right. And all of this, I believe, is giving you a sense of confidence, right? Here we come into the love section, though. Here are the people. You have King of Wands, Queen of Wands, and Empress. Which are you, Pisces? I feel like the temperance and the realizing that you want to change a lot of your social circle right now. By the way, Six of Swords has been coming up for a lot of people, a lot of signs this month, right? Ace of Swords as well, reaffirmation. I think all of that is the confidence that you need right now, right? But here we go with the individuals in your life. I almost feel like Empress is you. I feel like the Empress is you, Pisces. I don't feel like the Empress is Queen of Wands, that you're the Queen of Wands. I feel like this is you. You're indulging right now. You're enjoying yourself. The Empress talks about indulgence as well. Threes are indulging, bonding, loyalty. She's a card of beauty, the divine feminine, right? But she also kind of just sits there in the garden and enjoys herself. Luxuriates. The Empress luxuriates. Let us not forget that. You know, people are like, the Empress is the sign of new beginnings. Okay, of course she's the sign of new beginnings. She's a divine mother. She has birth. She gives birth. She creates people, little people. But there's a deeper meaning to the Empress. She's not just a baby-making factory. She's not just new beginnings. The Empress talks about luxuriating in her Empress and her reign, right? Regina, the Queen. She just lays there. She enjoys it. She enjoys the luxury. She's at the beck and call, to a degree, of the Emperor. She has her own mind, but what is she doing? She is luxuriating in the garden. She's luxuriating in the garden with her little staff and her little, you know, she's got her sign there of the female sign in the heart. Beautiful. She's enjoying being a female, stretching out. This is not always the sign for new beginnings. This is more to do with the divine energy that you can show throughout your life at certain times in your life, whether you're male or female. You can be a male and show Empress energy, embody Empress energy. It talks about just enjoying yourself, right? Indulging, right? Taking the extra step to gussy up your outfit, you know. I'm a Taurus rising myself, you know. Even though I'm a Sagittarius, I'm a Taurus rising. When I want to get dressed up and I want to like really treat myself nice and look good, my shoes will match, my hair, my nails, everything, you know, will be picked out, matched accordingly. You know, the way, you know, so that the outfit looks put together, polished. That's also very Virgo energy, you know, Libra energy as well. But there's a love of beauty here as well, right? So that's the other thing. And I think this is you, Pisces. You're kind of in that place. You're kind of just feeling yourself, you know. You're feeling good. You've been exercising temperance. But here's the King of Wands and Queen of Wands. I think this is a couple who's come into your life, or somehow you're involved with this couple. I don't know how. Could be a polyamorous relationship. Could be that you're involved with them at work. They're a couple that you work with. It could be that they're a couple that you're friends with. But somehow, on some level, you've been entwined and pulled in somehow, I believe, on a romantic level with this couple. And it could have been very passionate, right? Sometimes these readings talk about stuff like that. It's quite interesting. You know, a lot of times I don't see readings that talk about polyamory or alternative lifestyles, but I read the cards as they come to me, right? So I see it clearly, right, that somehow you've been pulled in. And interestingly enough, the woman is turned more to you than the male. The male is completely turned away, right? The male is completely turned away, but the woman, the Queen of Wands, is kind of turned toward you, the Empress. So it could be that you're involved with a couple, you know a couple. It might be that you're getting to know the female in the couple, or the feminine in the couple, the submissive one in the couple, whether this is male or female. This could be the male, this could be the female. The female could be taking the role. She could be the King of Wands, and the male could be quite submissive, right, and be more embodying the Queen of Wands, and you could be the female here. Regardless of sexuality or whatever, this Queen of Wands, this particular energy in the relationship is looking toward you, Pisces. And you're looking a little bit towards her. Kind of out the side eye. Very interesting. Lots of passion. Is it safe for you to love? It says it's safe for you to love, but I'm not sure. Communication. We need to clarify this. Coming through all of this, you got Ten of Swords, the death of the old. It could be that this whole relationship you've gone through, especially, no wonder the Temperance is there. Probably when you first started with this, and I think this has been going on for some time, you certainly needed to use Temperance because it was probably extremely passionate. Here's the Ten of Swords. It's the death of the old you. This whole affair has caused you to become a completely different person. You no longer know who you are. You're like, I am somebody I never thought I would be. For good or worse, I am not the same person I was before. That person is dead, and this is it. Ten of Swords talks about that, the death of the old personality to make way for the new. Are you happy with the new personality, though? Are you happy with the way this relationship you've been involved with has affected you? I feel, there you go. Hermit, you're going to go into yourself, Pisces. I think you're going to need to take a break and be on your own. I think you feel like you've been lusting too much. Devil card is right there. I think you feel like perhaps you've been lusting. This is a very specific message. And I'm going to tell you something. I have some experience with this polyamorous relationships. Being the outside woman to come into a relationship. It can happen, especially when you're young. That you can get caught up with a couple who are your friends, they're friends of yours, right? You get pulled into something and very quickly things change. More oftentimes than not, however, you will become the bad guy, right? Even if they're the ones who pulled you in and coerced you and said, oh, this is great. No, we can handle it. No, we're polyamorous. No, we're very mature. We have an understanding. Blah, 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 blah. Then you come in, right? You say, okay, well, I want to be open. I want to be open-minded. They're my friends. What's so bad? You know, it couldn't hurt, you know. He is kind of cute. She is kind of cute. And you get involved, and then one person likes you more. And likes you more than they like their spouse. Whether it's the female or the male. And then suddenly they want more time with you. And suddenly you're the reason their marriage is breaking up. And suddenly nobody's fucking mature anymore. And you're like, hang on a second, I didn't ask for all this. I was over here luxuriating, enjoying my best life. You came over probably because of the law of attraction, because I was enjoying my best life. You know, and here you go. You wanted a little spark. You brought me in, and now there's all this turmoil. I feel like you're definitely going to be like, fuck that. I'm leaving. You're going into your hermit. And I think you're going to realize that maybe too much of a good thing, right? Succumbing to lust, temptation. More so, I think here, succumbing to the words of others who will tempt you into their little scenarios. And like I said, oftentimes than not, you're more mature than they are, and they're the ones who bring the drama, right? Because you done turned somebody out. Because somebody done started catching feelings on you. Happens all the fucking time. Sorry. It does. Sorry about the background noise as well. This shit happens all the time. It's interesting that it would come out in a reading, though. Pisces are quite open. I could totally see a Pisces getting involved in a scenario like this, a situation like this with friends. But it is safe to love, and I think if anything, that's just to let you know that don't worry if you have got yourself caught up in like a really weird situation like this right now in your love front. You know, don't let that kind of like overshadow everything. Not everybody is like that. Not everything is going to be like that. Chalk it up to an adventure and get the fuck out if it gets really weird. That's what I say. You know what I mean? Certainly there's something going on here. There's definitely a couple here. And I just don't feel like you're Queen of Wands or King of Wands. I just don't feel it. I feel like you're Empress. It just makes more sense. Certainly after the Temperance and the Six of Swords. You know, to me, it just feels more like that's the message, you know. I know it's very specific. Give me some clarity for Pisces. Give me some clarity for Pisces and this, like, strange little love triangle they're involved in. Show me what the relationships are and what they need to look out for, please. Help me out with this situation. It's sticky. Help me out. Wow. Remember, Hanged Man is here. You certainly feel like you're stuck, right? Probably feeling like, oh, shit, which way do I go? I don't want to lose them as friends. I don't want to keep doing this. You know, maybe. Show me. All right, here we go. Let's get the clarity here. Sometimes I'll pull clarity cards and I'll get a totally different take on it. And it opens up a lot of insight. Prince of Cups out the gate, a death card, yep. Strife, 5 of Wands, yep. And Knight of Swords. Cruelty, I don't read Thoth upside down, 9 of Swords. And 2 of Swords. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Magician in control, Magician in the middle. This is the second Magician card in the deck. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Somebody came forward to you, Pisces, with love, with a cup of love. They were like, yo, you know, come on. I'm ready. I want to have a passionate affair with you. I think you got swept off your feet and a death moment, right? That everything changed. You're like, oh my God, this is probably like a completely different thing that happened for you, right? A lot of temperance. This is coming in through temperance, certainly. It could be that you've been coming out of like a really like weird, probably you came out of a very restrictive relationship or background, right? Or just a scenario that made you more susceptible to this Knight of Cups, this Prince of Cups coming in, right? This Prince of Cups comes in, it's just like, boom, you know, it's the same as the Knight of Cups in the other decks, right? So, you know, I think you were kind of swept off your feet. It was probably somebody who's very romantic and sexy and passionate, like the romance angels say. And you were probably just coming away from a really fucked up situation and it kind of swept you off your feet. You had a death moment. Everything completely changed for you. Suddenly you were in a relationship that was different than anything you'd ever had before, right? Total change, like a total death, like, oh wow, I can have relationships like this, right? May not have been that it was polyamorous at that moment. It may have been just an opening up to a certain kind of viewpoint, you know, testing the waters. Down here we have the clarity, we have strife. So over this couple, there's strife. 5 of Wands. It's arguing. A lot of strife, a lot of bickering, you know. This couple is not happy. Yet someone is coming forward to the Empress, King of Swords. I feel like this is really a third, like a three-party energy scenario, you know? These two are arguing and fighting, and one comes in for you. They come for you. They want you. They leave the scenario, and they're coming for you. Fast and hard, right? But indicative in the scenario is pain, 9 of Swords. Anxiety, sleepless nights. Look at the blood that's being drawn. This is on top of the Hermit and the Death. It's because of all of that pain. This is very quickly turned. There's a lot of pain involved, a lot of like kind of like hurt feelings, like, oh shit, you know. And I think you pulled away into your Hermit. You're going to be pulling away. This is the course of June. I think this is, you know, this is how what I see happening in June. Yes, you're certainly going to be pulling away. Towards the end of the month, Pisces, you're going to be going into your like solitary mode to figure out what's going on because you want to make a decision. 2 of Swords. There's a decision that you have to make. This whole scenario you've been caught up in has really been no making of your own. You did not expect it to be like this, right? Certainly you did not expect it. I feel like this is a Pisces who may be younger, or you could be at a certain stage in your life, but it was just like the scenario was something very, very new for you. And the people who pulled you in were people who had a lot of experience with this scenario, but I feel like they pulled you in to help them with their marriage. And inadvertently, you got pulled into this weird love triangle that's kind of odd and painful. Out of that, like I said, you changed. You have a death moment up here and down here. You just really, this has really changed you. Changed your outlook on people, relationships. It's changed your outlook on yourself. You may have seen signs, you know, seen sides of yourself throughout this whole thing. You may see sides of yourself that involve like sexuality that you hadn't explored. This is going to be a very transformative month for you. And this whole scenario, working through this whole scenario is going to be extremely transformative for you. I feel like you're going to come out of the other side really understanding yourself and really extremely maturing as well. Interestingly enough, we start the reading with the 14, which is temperance, and we end all the way down here with 15, the devil. The warning, not to be tied to your lusts and desires, not to be a slave to them, but to always keep connection with the spirit and the conscious, the higher conscious, so that those lusts and desires work for you, right? That's where creativity comes from. But they must work for you. That you cannot be a slave to them. Once you're a slave to your desires, for your base desires, your lust, your carnality, that is when you are just merely a beast. And that is the warning of the devil card. So again, I feel like there was a lot of carnality and lust involved here, and I think you're just waking up and realizing, is this really what I wanted? New love. It's safe to love and passion. Yes, it is safe to love once you come out of this situation. Certainly it's safe to love. These are lessons to be learned. Hanged Man comes when you know you need a change. Right? Comes when you know you need a change. All right, my lovely Pisces. I'm sorry that the live stream didn't help, but didn't work out. But I'm gonna work on it. Hopefully, I can get it up and going for the new moon lunar readings. But if this resonated with you, you know what to do. And for all of you who have already liked, subscribed, and commented, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to click that button on my banner or email me if you want a private reading. The schedule is filling up fast. And for now, I'm just going to tell all you Pisces, I love you so much. Have a wonderful June. Bye.